Are you talking?
I just fucking figured out that when I click on the end stream, it also closes the fucking recording, which is bullshit because I clicked 2 buttons to do both of those in the beginning. So I figured that the stream didn't need to keep going, but I wanted to continue the recording, so there will be 2 fucking recordings. One's gonna be minuscule. I'm sorry. I hate
No
life.
worries.
All good, dog.
But
You
yeah,
need an
this
editor?
is a
No,
good
I don't
one.
have time for that.
This is definitely a good session. I'm happy with it.
I like editing, but only when it's like occasionally. You know what I mean?
Like I know how to cut
I feel
things.
like-
I
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was doing at the time, but I did figure out like there was one editing program where I could figure out how to like add audio tracks to a recorded video. But the most mundane editing videos are just like cutting and
Can we like make a sprite for each character that like moves every time one of us talks? That'd be so cool.
God, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Just so I
Yeah.
know for sure that we're on the same page and I have not forgotten something. It was the big homie that sent me here. I did not have a ship, right?
Be right back.
Well, actually, that was one of the things that I didn't know for sure. Like, were you teleported here, or did your ship land or crash land?
I think
you were
what we had come
teleported.
up with was, yeah, I was teleported here because I was stranded in the astral sea for so long. And then I came across
Okay.
Big Homie, and he was like, "I'm gonna send you to this place."
Big Homie is what is
Oh.
basically who saved you, turned you into a druid, more or less. Gave
Yeah,
you
I
a
think-
secret.
Yes, yeah. Sorry, that is
La
what
la
I mean
la
by Big
la
Homie.
la la la.
Gee, I
I'm
mean,
just not naming names for these guys.
you guys are fine at like figuring out what is in character, what you know, what you don't. And if you ever trip up and try to tell me that you know something that you don't, I will fucking call you out on it.
Yeah, like if you can consume a medium or a small humanoid.
That
Yo,
was
I got a good one.
fun discussion.
Hey, no, I got a really good one that just came to mind. But it's not gonna happen because I'm not strong enough to make it happen. But hear me out, okay? So, I grapple somebody, right?
Okay.
I get advantage on grapple checks, so I grapple somebody.
You have
That's
advantage
in my
because of your
amorphous-
race?
Yes, it's a
Okay.
racial thing. I'm not trying to digest them or bring them into my body, but I'm just grappling them. Pseudopod comes out of me
Yeah.
Through their
into their
chest.
throat and into their lungs to drown them.
You could suffocate them. I think that's actually a thing you could probably do, huh?
So, okay, so the way I understand grappling is you use a free limb that has the capacity for grappling. So, if you're a Hadozi and you have your, like, you know, your feet that can actually act as hands, more or less, you could probably grapple with a foot. But for the most part, most races are you have a hand that can grapple.
Right.
Okay. All that does is says this target can't move at all without
Correct.
breaking the grapple. So you don't have any kind of advantage at that point in time of trying to pseudopod into their throat.
No, I wouldn't say I'd have
Which-
advantage of getting the pseudopod in. The grappling is just to keep them from moving away.
Since it can reach.
So that I can get the pseudomod to try and force it. Or even through their nose. I mean, I don't know. My nose hole is like almost an inch.
So
Damn, got a big nose.
this actually might actually fall into the category of what we talked about maybe in session 0 where we have like called shots. Like you may have limited their movement speed to 0, but they're still like actively trying to avoid any attacks, if they see this pseudopod reaching toward their nose or mouth or whatever to try to go inside, we'd probably call that a called shot. And I don't remember what I said about called shots, like -5 to hit or disadvantage, or I don't remember what I said about it. But you would have to keep if you got your pseudopod inside their mouth or nose or whatever. They could theoretically suffocate, but as far as game rules go, I believe it's 1 minute per con mod of held breath. I think, as far as game rules go. And then, the entire time they'd be trying to obviously get you out of their throat, because that, at the very least, if you got in there, that would be a very good distraction, and they would probably be at disadvantage. Every attack would probably have advantage against them because they are very distracted, and yeah. That's probably how I'd rule
cool.
it.
I was just gonna,
Yeah. If you think there's something else, like I'd be open to.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm totally cool with that. I was just something that came to mind. Just wondering how you would
That is a
approach it.
dark fucking sick mind, but also totally valid.
Alright. I was actually thinking about drinking that guy's blood. Like,
Which one?
the guy
The dead gal.
Yeah, the dead gal. My fault.
Probably
Yeah, I
would
was
have gotten an infection and died.
I don't know
Maybe.
if
I don't know.
the Dampier Constitution would care about the rabies. But
Maybe.
I would say
I'm not sure.
they're not immortal.
Is it
so I
really
would say-
rabies? Like, is that what it is?
it's not in the
It's
book.
damn near close enough.
Okay, let me read this.
Call it magic rabies.
She stands. So when she sees strangers, factore, FACKTORE, with a little on the E, little dash. So factore, decides to test out the contraption on them, the crossbow thing. She stands down only when she or her contraption cease to function, or when she can no longer see any targets. Being deranged and utterly consumed by her work, she can barely string together a cohesive sentence, let alone advise visitors on where to go or whom to talk to. So the word deranged to me is like, she's fucking crazy, and I don't know why. So
I think I know what they're trying
rabies?
to do.
Gotta be magic, right? Like, there's gotta be
Actually,
whatever.
Like I
else
said,
it's gotta
magic
have.
rabies.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
damn near magic
I don't think
rabies.
it's magic rabies, but I do think I know. It's something that isn't technically in Dungeons and Dragons lore, but if a gnome, or not in, it is in Dungeons and Dragons lore, but it might not be in Dungeons and
It
Dragons
could have been a
5e
bad
lore.
mushroom.
I think what it was
No!
there's
That's
this
a-
thing with gnomes.
I don't
at
think
least
she's
what I've
old
heard
enough
from
for
some-
that. I don't think she is old enough for that.
Hello.
No, I mean, it's the thing where they have a curse or some shit where they need to find new things to. They always need to
Yes,
find
it's-
a new thing to be.
I- It's mostly when they're really old that's when it starts going on. Because when
I-
gnomes start going old, they start losing interest in things, and that's why they start dying.
I have never heard of
Oh,
that.
I
That's new
haven't
to
either.
me.
That's some deep lore. That's some deep lore.
I never heard of that either, but
Yeah.
also it causes disappearances, which they said
us cucumber.
they were disappearing.
I did say
Yeah,
that
yeah.
there were at least 2 gnomes that have disappeared.
Yeah,
Gnomes
in
in general are inquisitive by nature, so long as they're interested in something, they still live. Once they start losing interest in something, they start getting gray hair, and they start technically dying.
I can see
That's
that.
that's their old age. That's their old
something
age.
else.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
like
that's
a cool
the way
little.
I
That's
changed.
lore
technically their death by old age.
There
That's
is
how
the-
it-
There's the human saying, if you're not busy learning, you're busy dying. So I could go with
and
that.
that's exactly what's happening to gnomes specifically.
Mm.
Have a
But
good
it's-
night.
Say that one particular gnome probably had rabies though too, because yeah.
Oh, sorry. Bye, whoever. I'm so sorry.
That was cucumber.
Bye,
Gotta
cucumber.
go.
Oh, bye, gravedigger.
Yo.
I'm gonna
Oh.
go as well.
Someone's got Skype. Okay.
Alright.
Bye, everybody. Good day. Oh, bye, Axel.